Meanwhile, Barack Obama is on his last foreign trip as the U.S. president. While in Athens, he delivered a speech praising democracy and defending his administration's policies. He also argued against growing nationalistic sentiments and sought to assuage fears over his successor, Donald Trump. CCTV's Filio Contrafuri has more from Athens.
President Obama captivates his Greek audience the minute he appears on stage. He stands at the birthplace of democracy and praises the democratic ideals, then sends a message against isolationism, declaring it's time for course correction to ensure that more people benefit from technology and globalization.
So this impulse to pull back from a globalized world is understandable. If people feel that they're losing control of their future, they will push back. We have seen it here in Greece, we've seen it across Europe, we've seen it in the United States, we saw it in the vote in Britain to leave the EU.
With Donald Trump's election victory, President Obama's legacy is in doubt. Donald Trump has vowed to undo much of President Obama's agenda, which the outgoing president defended in his speech.
And as you may have noticed, the next American president and I could not be more different. We have very different points of view, but American democracy is bigger than any one person. And that's why we have a tradition of the outgoing president welcoming the new one in, as I did last week. And why in the coming weeks my administration will do everything we can to support the smoothest transition possible, because that's how democracy has to work.
Reassuring European leaders that Donald Trump will not abandon major U.S. policies has been the main purpose of President Obama's trip to Europe. But while in Athens, he was also able to fulfill what he called a childhood dream: visit the Acropolis and the Parthenon, worldwide symbol of democracy. As he prepares to leave the White House, President Obama's words are closely watched around the world. And it is no coincidence that he chose to reiterate his commitment to the democratic ideals here, insisting that despite the challenges, democracy will prevail. Filio Contrafuri, CCTV, Athens.